My name is Liadoshen. Today I am going to start a new series. It's about bit manipulation. Today is the first video of bit manipulation. I will discuss about the basics of bit manipulation today. So let's get started. So what is bit manipulation? Bit manipulation is the process of applying logical operations on a sequence of bits to achieve a required result. We all know that computer knows about only 0 and 1. So 0 means off and 1 means on, when on. It works only on the bit level, which is 0 and 1. So if we can manipulate this 0 and 1, then it will be called bit manipulation. Okay. So it is an act of algorithmically manipulating bits or other pieces of data that are shorter than a word. It can be an integer or a character which can be manipulated on bits. So then it will be called bit manipulation. Sometimes we have to operate on the individual data bit. We also need to turn on or off particular data bits during source code drafting. At the time, we must use a bitwise operator to make our task easier. We know that computer works on the bit level, which is 0 and 1. Actually, the binary representation of any number contains 0 and 1. Okay, so if we can work on the bit level of any number or any data, then it will be super fast for computer. Okay, so then it will make our life or task very easier. So using bitwise operators, we can easily manipulating individual bits. Okay, to manipulate individual bits, we can use bitwise operators. We'll discuss about the bitwise operators briefly. Bitwise operators operate on integers and characters, but not on data types float or double. Okay, so bitwise operators only works on integer and character data type. Bitwise operators doesn't work on float or double data type. To work on a bit level or to work with 0 and 1, so we all know that 0 and 1 is the binary representation of any number, right? So firstly we have to learn this binary representation of a number to do bit manipulation. So this is 23, which is which is a number of base 10. So we want to convert this number into base 2. So we all know that in any number of base n can be written in the digit from 0 to n minus 1, right? So if it is of base 10, then we can write the numbers by only digit from 0 to n minus 1, which is 10 minus 1 is 9. So if we want to convert this number into the base 2, then we will actually able to represent the number by the digit from 0 to 2 minus 1, which is 1. We can actually represent any number in the base 2 by digit 0 and 1. How can we represent 23 in the base of 2? How can we convert this number into the base of 2? So to do that, we have to split this number into the power of 2. Let's see. This number can be written in this way. So how can we write this number in this way? Let's see. 23. So what is the maximum power of base 2 we can write to represent number 23? It is 4, right? If we make the power 5, then it will be 32, which will be greater than 23, right? If the power 4, then it is 2 raised to power 4, it is 16. So it is less than 23. So we have to make the power in any way which will be less or equal this number. Okay, so we can represent by power 4 of base 2. This will be multiplied by 1 because this bit is 1, right? Because we can represent the number in the power of 4, so this will be 1. The remaining number will be 23 minus 16, which is 7. So what is the maximum power of base 2 we can make to represent the number less than or equals 7? It is 2, right? because 2 raised to power 2 is 4, but 2 raised to power 3, if we make 2 raised to power 3, then it will be 8, right? So it will not be less than or equal 7, it will be greater than 7. So for that, this bit is off. Okay, so we will multiply it by 0. Then this bit is 1, so we will multiply it by 1. Then the remaining number will be 7 minus 4, which is 3. So what is the maximum power of base 2 we can make to represent the number less or equal 3? It is 1, right? Because 2 raised to power 2 1 is 2, but if we make 2 raised to power 2, then it will be 4. 1 is the maximum power, so this bit is 1, so it we will multiply it by 1. Then the remaining will be 3 minus 2 is 1. So the maximum power we can represent the number less or equals 1 is power 0, right? 2 raised to power 0, which will be 1, so it will be equals the number 1. So this bit will be multiplied by 1 because this bit is 1. Then the remaining number will be 1 minus 1 0. So it is the end, right? In this way we can rewrite 23 by this expression. Okay, so then we can represent this expression by this 1, which is which is this bit is 1, so we will make this 1. Then this bit is off, so this 0, this bit is 1 again, then this 1, this bit is 1 again, then this 1, this bit is 1 again, then this 1. Okay, this is 1 0 1 1 1. Okay, so we can split this number into the power of 2 in other way. Let's see what is the other way. So the number was 23, right? We can split into the power of 2 by dividing by 2. Okay, we can divide 23 by 2, then it will be 11 into 2, right? So it will be 22, so the remaining will be 1. Then again we will divide it by 2, then it will be 5, then the remaining will be 1. Then again we will again we will divide it by 2, then it will be 2, the remaining will be 1. Again divide by 2, it will be 1, then the remaining will be 0, right? Then we will again divide it by 2, then it will be 0, then remaining will be 1. Then whenever we will reach 0, we will finish this process. Then the binary representation will be from this to this. Okay, in this way. So first binary will be 1, then 0, then 1, then 1, then 1. So it will be in the inverse way. Okay, so it is the same, we can see this. Then in the same way we can represent 526 in the base of 2. So it will be the highest power will be power 9, so it is 512. 2 raised to power 9 is 512, so it will be 1 multiplied by 1 because this bit is 1. So the remaining number will be 526 minus 512, which is 14. Then the maximum power will be this 3. Okay, which is 8. If we make this power 4, then it will be 16, which will be greater than 14, right? So the maximum power we can represent the number less than or equal 14 is power 3. So then these bits will be off, right? Power 8 will be off, so it will multiply 0. Then it will be multiplied also 0. Power 7, then power 6, it will be multiplied 0 0, it will be multiplied 0, it will be multiplied 0. Okay, then it will be multiplied by 1 because we can represent the number by power of 3. Then the remaining now number will be 14 minus 8, which is 6. So we can represent 6 by the maximum power 2, so it will be multiplied by 1. The remaining number will be 6 minus 2 raised to power 2, which is 4. So the remaining number will be 2. Then the highest power we can represent by the power of 1, so it will be multiplied by 1. So then The remaining number will be 2 minus 2, which is 0. So the power of 0 will be multiplied by 0, because we have reached already 0, right? So this binary format will be 1, then 1 2 3 4 5, 5 zeros, right? 5 zeros, then 3 1 3 1, then 1 0. Okay, then let's see what can be the binary representation of a character. We have seen the binary representation of a number, right? Have any integer number or any number of base 10. So what can be the binary representation of a character? So let's see. We all know that all the characters have an ASCII value, right? Character A, character B, it is capital A. So capital A has ASCII value 65. Okay, we will represent this character by this ASCII value. Then to represent the character in the binary representation, we will convert this ASCII value into the power of 2. We have learned how to convert a number of base 10 into the base 2 number. Okay, so you all know that. So 65 can be written in this expression. So then the binary format will be this. Then again, if we have to convert the character in the binary format, we will firstly represent this character in the ASCII value. Then we will convert this ASCII value in the binary number. Okay. So this was all for today. We will learn about the bitwise operators in the next video. So till then, keep enjoying, keep practicing, and thank you.